Sorry, if I noticed it now. And the bottom right hand corner, spawning in as the blue Protoss pieces. He's doing well along with Combat Engineers. That's actually very interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Wait. Not sure what servers it's played on. So, it is the blue Protoss pieces of Warbuffle. In the top left-hand corner, the green Terran pieces. He is indeed. Wololololol. Or wololololol. In other words, Rogue. His name is Rogue. That's what we're going with. His name is Rogue. Lag server. I feel the same on NA, he says. So, apparently this wasn't on a North American server. Thanks, Alex. PUBG is updating? Like another hour? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I had to have a very weird, interesting scenario happen to PUBG last night. I was playing with a friend of mine who I gifted the game to for a Christmas present, and we were deciding where we wanted to go, and all of a sudden, I just got ejected from the plane. And I'm like, what happened? Like, I never pressed the eject button, and he's like, I'm game? I'm like, what are you talking about, I'm game? And I turn around, and all, like, 90 people had all been forcibly ejected from the plane in, like, one go. It's like, what? Turned into a very awkward game. Like, I made it all the way to the end of that game, too. It was, I made it, like, second left alive. Or second team left alive. Actually in the top 15% apparently in PUBG. So Rogue here is going to play a little bit of tag with the Probe. Probe sitting here trying to deny his base. This is a Platinum versus Gold matchup. There's a TVP and both players is going to go ahead and expand. Where's our buddy? There he is. This is Free Willy right here. Looks like he's been out of battle. I mean, look at the back of him. He looks like he has a scar or something there. That's just the way his alienism morphed him, I guess. SCV, Steve here just poking around. Make sure there's nothing too crazy going on. And just, you know, hanging out under the sea. Watching a worker battle. Roby is trying to frantically run away. Will Steve ever catch up? Only time will tell. As he continues to run far, far away. Run, Steve, run. Chase that probe. Two Billy's about to come out here, and Billy about to gun down with Billy. That poor Probius. Good job, Jim Raynor. You killed that pesky probe. Now you can't build any more pylons or cannons near your base. If only there were pylons or cannons actually being built. Both players have got their expansions up and running. We do have a robotics facility on the way. There is a choice here for Warbuffle. His name is indeed Warbuffle. He couldn't put the O in there. I feel he could have if he wouldn't have put an extra F. So you could have done like FLO. Wall off here for our Terran player in green. Early stages of the game, guys, always a fun portion of the game. This is why a lot of people would fast forward through these and replays. Again, I don't like to do that. I like to see the game go as it, you know, it should at the normal pace. Just solely for the fact that if you do accidentally miss something, you don't have to like rewind and go find it again. Now, Abyssal Reef was kept around and the ladder because they wanted to make sure that a lot of the changes were coming were going to be pretty well balanced. So they kept it for, they kept Ascension to Ire, they kept Odyssey, and they kept Abyssal Reef for those reasons. They just wanted to make sure everything was going to be equal on both ends, you know, pretty well balanced game. It's looking like Stalkers are going to be the choice of weaponry here for Warbuffle. Adept is going to get sent out here to poke and scout around. No Twilight Council on the way, but we do have a Liberator, so the Liberator can be used offensively, it can be used to harass. Is there a Liberator out already? No, there is a tank and 14 Marines. So nothing too crazy should be able to get in here and do any real damage. And TVP was a matchup that really just kind of took me up quite a bit. Like, when the 4-0 hit, I was so worried about this matchup, like, for some reason. Like, TVZ never changed, TVT really didn't change. But TVP did. Survey mode is online. If we take a look at our Terran player, does he know about it? See, this is what drove me crazy. I was like, what does this sound? Like, hanging out right here. Tank gonna put a pock shot down on top of that adept, a warning shot that says stay away from my base. Kind of a failed wall-off attempt here from Willow, just to, you know, I guess be a zoning factor. Just so units can still make it around. I'm pretty sure the adept can still make it through there. That looks like enough space, but I guess it's two depots is more than enough to wall that. The supply depot wall, always fun to see. His opponent is going to go ahead and take a third base. No Twilight Council yet. Once again, the Liberator is going to get in here and start finding some damage. 4 probes being killed so far. Don't let the siege go away. He's going to go into the main base. Oh, he's going to come back. And he's going to start pew-pewing once again. Oh no! All the probes! Here, anybody playing with any voice packs? Liberator making his way up into the main base. Stalkers are here to catch that.
Bigger, faster, stronger, upgraded.
Somebody is playing with the voice pack.
Complete.
It looks like a live recording because you hear the sound in the background or a crowd in the background. So Liberator gonna awkwardly hang out here while I take a drink of water. Oh, that's so good. Water's a great thing. The Stalkers are going to come down here and find this Liberator hanging out and going to go ahead and pick it off. Yeah. Make sure it can't get any more damage done. Terran just wants to take his third. That's all Terran wanted. Or he should be taking his third. This is a Gold League Terran, so we don't know exactly what he has in mind. Seriously, mate, do a scan. Just kill the Observer, please. Or throw down a missile turret. That is always the most annoying thing ever. Like, you know, one thing a Terran player could do to get in a habit of making sure you actually kill that is, just go ahead and put down a missile turret. You know, it's just a safety turret right there in the middle of the base. Why not? I'll do it sometimes, especially when I know I'm gonna get some Protoss, because you don't want to have to deal with any kind of like DTs or observers just kind of hanging out. And generally, you might get rewarded for that one observer kill. Or you'll have detection ahead of time, so you're like, oh wait, I had this missile turret. I'm fine. I don't need to waste scans. Just call down more mules. Observer out here hanging out. Walking back and forth. Make sure there's nothing hanging around the map. Both players playing that gentleman's agreement saying, let's tech up. Okay, let's tech up, buddy. You get 3 base, I'll get 3 base. We'll meet in the middle of the map and we'll have a slaughter. Like, just a straight up brawl, you know, like. Welcome to StarCraft, where a 20-minute no rush happens. Does it change the beeping based on how close it is to an army? Because it's making a different sound now. I feel when you just want to... He scans. Scans to see if there is Colossus, so you need to start the Vikings. Or just go max freaking Marauders here. This is funny because Warbuffle is like chasing his army with his observer. Anyway, so he's going to go ahead and looks like Rogue is going to go ahead and move out across the map. It's kind of funny if he's casting a game where you're using the name Rogue and it's not a Zerg. We go ahead and move out across the map here and see, it's making a different noise now. Warbuffle has just been on point as far as keeping this army in check. Like, where's it at? His bio, he has tanks, he's ready for a fight, he's going up to +3 upgrades. question is, will it be more than enough to kill off this Terran army who is greatly outnumbering him at 110 to 80? Here we go, the fight's about to happen. Colossus do have extended thermal lance. They're going to start to chew through some of this bio. But it looks like there's just too much Terran firepower here for this Protoss to handle at the moment. These zealots are all over the tanks and all over the bios. But guess what? It's Protoss. It doesn't matter. We have shields. And just like that, your Terran army has been chewed up and spit out. Blink forward, trying to catch some of these medevacs. And it looks like Warbuffle is just, yeah, man, that was your entire army. Time to go for a push across the map. That, guys, is why you don't sit back as a Terran player and try to macro up against a Protoss. You've got to be dropping. Like, there is a reason why Terran is the hardest race in the game, and it's because it's all about timing. When you want to move out, with like stem done, take a drop. And you want to move out with 1-1 again. You just want to push into your opponent as a Terran player with your upgrades finishing up. You want to hit those timings. That's why Terran is so difficult to play. Because if you let your opponent do this right here, which is max out, and just kind of build up a Protoss death ball, as a Terran player, you really aren't going to have a good day. Because he's frantically trying to just close the doors to his base. It's not going to matter. As the Protoss going to blink right by and get on top of this army again. That's going to be it for game number 1. As Rogue is going to get knocked out here in game number 1. There it is. No GG. Just going to go ahead and tap out. We are going to go ahead and move into game number 2, guys, between Rogue and Warbuffle. I'll be right back with you. Alright, got game 2 all ready to go here. We're just going to load right in. Looks like we're once again going back to Neon Violet Square, LE. Legacy, or is that Legacy Edition? Water. I'm drowning, guys. I'm drowning. Water went down the wrong pipe. I'm not a fish. This is the worst feeling ever. Oh man. I do. Alright guys, I'm back. Now that I've got that little water problem taken care of there. You know, went down the wrong pipe, started drowning a little bit. Spawning at your top left-hand corner, we're going to get these introductions done, is the green Terran pieces. Down 1-0 in this best of 3 series. It is indeed Wololololo, aka Rogue. What's a funny name to talk about there. As opponent in the bottom right-hand corner of Neon Violet Square, a blue Protoss pieces of Warbuffle. He is the Warbuffalo, and he is on a warpath indeed. Gonna go Gateway Expand is his choice of opening. Wants to get ahead in that economic game. Why are you lifting your barracks? These are those moments where I wish I had my camera on because I'm just like facepalm. It's moments like that just make me go, he's gonna cancel and reposition his barracks, because why not? Why did you lift your barracks to begin with to build a reactor? I don't know. Robius and Steve having it out in the middle of the map. Having words with each other. So to say. A couple gateways being added on back on for Warbuffle, however. I think Rogue is just not going to expand right away. I mean, getting a factory up. There we go. He's going to get his 2-minute natural base started. Okay, so anyway, on Neon Violet Square, guys, I haven't got a chance to really look around for any, like, aesthetics. I'll point this out. We have pachinko machine slots. You kind of have to, like, zigzag your way through these if you want to move straight across the map. Otherwise, you have to kind of, like, all the way around, And all the way back around over here just to get by the zigzag. And tanks can't actually move through this. I mean, it used to be a lot worse. A lot worse. They actually opened this up a little bit by the looks of it, so the tanks can indeed move through there. I remember this map having like the narrowest like choke points. They were like 2 units wide where tanks and Thors had to walk all the way around from the army. That was back in testing days. We have a Stargate coming out here for our blue Protoss player. Oh, Warbuffle. Looks like he wants to get into some air units. Go ahead and jump into that Oracle, please, mate. Fly it across the map and show us exactly why Oracle damage was nerfed back to spell. Because, zippity zap zap zap, here's 4 Oracles, there go your mineral line, faster than you were thinking. Now, this is actually a bit of an old type of aggression. It used to have a pylon rush involved with it. But since the motion core is no longer a thing, you will see this, a couple of depths come out here with an Oracle coming across the map as well. It's actually going to be a Phoenix, so we are going to see Phoenix Adept instead. At Twilight Council, Resonating Glaive should start up here right now. Upgrade, go. Start building things? Not. Which you have to have the money to do that. It is not. Adept's gonna go and throw a shade up this ramp, try and slip into the main base, which they will do. And we're just seeing a Terran player fall apart slowly. He's gonna pull the Adepts when he has, or SCVs when he has army to fight these. Losing some mining time. Just gonna shade right back down to the natural, and away they go. Adept alive with 13 HP and a kill. Picking up a second. Gonna shade right back in. The door is gonna be closed this time. He should cancel this. Oh, he's gonna cancel. I was gonna say, you don't let that finish. Oh, his SUVs. Guys, I really probably should have cast this series. This is just one of those games where it's just like you just see mistakes coming out from both players, and it's just like, how do you do this? How do you deal with this? How do you cast this? This is like hurting my brain. Stop it. Dev's gonna shade back in, see where the army is, and that's all that you're gonna really do. Phoenix is gonna go ahead and catch this Liberator out on the map. Like I said, we're just seeing a Terran player slowly start to fall apart. Is Phoenix Adept? A style that you don't normally see much anymore against Terran. But with the Widowmine changes, I guess that's why you want to start using it more. You know, that's not bad reasoning. Plus, with tanks on the map, Phoenix can come in, just lift up the tanks, and everything's gonna be joyful and happy for you. Guys, if you're having any problems with the stream, just hit refresh. Twitch decided to restart my stream on me. I did not hit stop or restart. Yo, this Depth's gonna go right back up in here. See what damage they can find once again. 2 SCVs going down, making that 3. Tally to 4. A click for 5. Maybe a 6. There we go. Shade's going to go right up into the main, or into the back. You can't get into the main apparently. Phoenixes, however, are going to come in here and start lifting up SCVs and just pew them down. That's what Phoenixes do. You guys ever seen a video of like how it looks versus how it feels? Where like Phoenixes come flying in and start lifting up drones, and how it looks is like, oh, just a drone being picked up. But then you have like how it feels, and you just have Phoenixes come in and start lifting all the buildings and everything, just start killing off all the buildings. It's really actually a really good video. If you haven't checked those out, check them out. Phoenix is once again going to make their way into the main base. Going to look up a couple more SCVs. Going to have to get on out of here. Now, you don't want to start throwing away your Phoenixes here. Especially when you're finding this much damage with them. I mean, this tank's out. I mean, kill the Viking. There you go. And now pick up the tank. Pick up a tank and kill a tank. The anti-air of the Viking has been knocked down. Alright, and I have never gotten a chance to look around this map. So, dude, there's a Murky. There's a Murky the Murloc here, boys. Showing exactly why Murky is super good. There's even an ETC sign. Dude, I love how they're starting to mix in other games. But you had the Supernova's Gentleman's Club. Never mind everything else, yo. Just Phoenix is just killing everything off here very slowly. Phoenix is a hero unit. While Warbuffle back home continues to tech up. Warbuffle's bank is actually very huge right now. So he needs to throw down a few gateways, morph the warp gates, there you go. Maybe add on another Stargate. Really start to ramp up that air production. So that's like the deciding factor in killing your opponent here right now, it seems. His barracks not even done. He's got 8 SCVs, mining gas, and again, this is one of those mismatches that it's just bad to see. It's gold versus a platinum, but I believe he's like a platinum 1 versus like a gold 1. So the league difference is definitely there, but it's not so much as a difference in terms of like how bad it actually should be, because you're about to get into platinum. This is what you're gonna have to start dealing with. A little bit more structured play, and this is what I was talking about earlier, and like having build orders versus like a pro game versus that same build order being executed at a lower level, like at a platinum level. And what you're seeing right now is basically that same scenario just played out. You have a guy going into like everything else he wants back home while he just harasses with these phoenixes. He does throw down 2 more Stargates and a fleet bacon. The fleet bacon. Picking up tanks, picking off tanks. Vikings are slowly trying to come out here, but get picked off right as soon as they come out. These phoenixes are just paying for themselves like 5 times over. What's going on back there? Looks like it's raining, I guess it's supposed to be. There's a puddle of water. Anyway, yeah. Got like a billboard sign back there. Hiding out down there between the buildings so nobody can really see anything. Nova sign. I do believe this is a throw over to the Nova campaign where she rides a vulture bike. Gets away. What? Zawai? Bronia? That's interesting. Long John. All you can eat. I love how it's a chili symbol. Long John chilies. Oh, that's excellent. Well, Warbuffle is definitely starting to lose a little bit of value in these Phoenixes as it starts to get later in the game. They are going to start to drop off. They don't care, man. He's gone back home. He's throwing down 2 more Stargates. He's getting the air party started in the Sky Toss. The Golden Armada is about to invade this Terran planet. Nuke Noodles. Call down the hunger? Is that what it was? Call down the hunger. Okay. Okay, that's fair. This might start to find its way back in my favorites just because of like the signs around the edge. Complex Diablo. Alan's Karaoke Pub. Over here we have something going on. DNT, INT, ONT. So it looks like we have Willow wanting to move out across the map here and try and find some damage of his own. Looks like he's had enough being pushed around. He's got Marines out. He's got tanks out. He looks like he's ready to have a party. But what's that he's ready for, guys, is this. He's lost too many Vikings in the early game. The mothership is about to pop out as well. And just like that, I've never seen a mothership being like warped in anywhere. They should have like a warp in animation going on over the Nexus. But the Phoenix is going to get in here, lift up everything. No GG. Rogue is just going to go ahead and tap out. And that is going to be it. Looks like the happening part of town indeed. Alright guys, we're down to our last